Warming up the neck, chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder, chin up, exhaling, right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. Drawing circles as wide as you can, moving with the breath. Change direction, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling, chin to chest. Bring the head back to the center. Inhaling, arms up, palms together, and exhaling down. Bringing the right arm across the body, clasping in with the left arm, looking over the right shoulder. Squeeze your upper arm with your forearm and feel the stretch in your outer shoulder muscle. And then release. Change direction, squeezing the arm in towards the chest, keeping the fingers nice and active. Relax the left shoulder away. Feel the opening in the outer shoulder muscle. Inhaling, opening the chest, bending at the elbows, and then drawing wide circles back, down, forward and up. As wide as you can, keep the fingers nice and active, strong circles. Reversing direction, back to front, back to front. Coming into eagle arms with the right arm underneath. Press the elbows in together and lift them up. Look up towards your thumbs, squeezing the elbows to open the shoulder blades. Inhaling to release. Coming into eagle arms, bringing the arms up. And then release. Inhaling, arms reaching up, looking up towards the thumbs. Exhaling towards the heart center. Hands resting on the knees. Table pose, wrists under shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees under hips. Warming up the hips. Inhaling, bringing the right knee up, and drawing circles up and back as wide as you can. Reversing direction, back to the front, back to the front. And then the left side, inhaling, the knee up, back, bringing it forward, drawing wide circles, and then reversing direction, back to the front, keeping the shoulders nice and square, and then returning to tabletop. Send your right leg back, bend at the knee, exhaling, knee to the forehead. Inhaling, the thigh lifts, head lifts. Exhaling, use your core to bring the knee close to the forehead. And again, inhaling, lifting up as high as you can. Exhaling, drawing in. Inhaling, lifting up, feeling your thigh muscle working. Exhale, using your core to draw the knee in. And again, lifting up as high as you can now. Exhaling, drawing in. And releasing. And then the left side. On your inhale, extend the left leg back and up. Exhale, drawing into the forehead. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, pulling the core into the spine. Inhale, lifting up as high as you can. Exhale, inhaling up, lifting up and drawing in. One more time, lifting up as high as you can. Exhale. And place the knee down. Send your right leg back, bend at the knee. Left hand reaches back for the foot or the ankle. Inhale, lifting up as high as you can. Using your thigh to lift up, draw the belly in. Draw your foot back away from your shoulder to open your shoulder. Relax your face and breathe. Exhale to release the hand, release the knee. Left side, inhaling the left leg back, bending at the knee. Reaching back with the right hand for foot or ankle, find your grip. And then inhale, lift up as high as you can. Use your buttock muscles and thigh to help you. Belly in, draw the shoulder back with the foot, fixed focus, concentrate, and release the pose. Fingers spread wide, shoulders relaxed, tailbone down, thighs engaged, heels down to downward dog. Inhale the right leg up, bend the knee and open the hip. Bend the left knee, step the right foot behind, lifting up from the hips. Right arm back, keep the hips lifting up, wild thing. Your chest moving forward, and try to move your right fingers down towards the floor. Keep that left leg straight and strong. And then release, bend at the knees, bring the right hand back. Inhale the right leg up, exhaling, coming through three-legged chaturanga. Inhaling to upward dog. Exhaling back, downward dog. Left side, inhaling the left leg up. Open the hip first by bending the knee. Bend the knees, step the foot back. Lift from the hip first, keeping the buttocks tight. Belly in, chest moving forward, moving your left fingers back towards the floor. Keep lifting up from the buttocks and the chest. And then turning back, placing the hand down, keeping that left leg up in the air. Three-legged dog coming through three-legged chaturanga if you can. Inhaling to upward dog. And exhaling back, downward dog. Inhaling the right leg up, exhaling, bending the knee, opening the hip. Keep your foot relaxed as you keep opening the hip by sending your knee up and over. Keep your right shoulder moving down to keep the shoulders in one line. Then bringing the knee to the ribs and stepping the right foot forward, dropping the left knee down. Lizard pose, coming onto the forearms if that's available, and straightening your left leg. If that's not possible for you, you can use a block or even keep the arms straight. Try to keep moving your left heel back and think of increasing the gap between your right hip flexor and your knee. Very active pose. Feel the hip opening. Keep moving that left heel back. And then releasing the pose, coming onto the palms, stepping back to downward dog. Left side, inhaling the left leg up as high as you can, bend the knee, open the hip, remembering to keep both shoulders in the same line, so dropping the left shoulder down to keep even. Feel your hip opening, and then exhaling, bringing the knee towards the chest and stepping the foot forward, dropping the right knee down, dropping down to the forearms as we did before, or choosing your option to use a block or remaining on straight arms. Keep moving your right heel back to feel an opening in the right thigh muscle, and keep opening from your left hip. Releasing the pose, bringing the hands back and stepping back to downward dog. Inhaling, rolling forward to plank, coming down to chaturanga, inhaling, upward dog, exhaling, rolling over the toes, back to downward dog. Inhaling the right leg up, moving on to the tiptoes of the left, opening the hip. Keep your foot relaxed as you try to send your knee up to the ceiling and your toe over the body. Keep your shoulders in one line. And then release, and bringing the knee to the ribs and stepping the right foot forward, dropping the left knee down, untucking the left toes. Inhaling, hands to the chest, elbows to the side. Turn to the left side and bring your left hand down towards your heel. If that's not available, your calf or your thigh. Keep your right elbow up, keep the back of your neck long. Keep sinking into your front hip. And releasing the pose. Inhaling, arms up by the ears. Exhaling, interlace the hands at the base of your spine. Pull your shoulders open. Sink into the hip as your hands come down to the ground. Your chest opens, looking up. Keep your belly in and your buttocks tight to help you open from the chest. Keep breathing and sinking into the hip. And releasing the pose, framing the front foot with the hands, straightening the front leg and folding over. A good stretch for the hamstring. Half Hanuman pose, keeping your spine long, chest coming down to the knee first. Keep lengthening the spine with every inhalation, releasing the pose. Stepping back to downward dog. Inhaling, rolling forward to plank pose. Exhaling, knees, chest and chin. Sliding forward, shoulders back, cobra pose. And exhaling, making your way back to downward dog. Inhaling, the left leg up, opening the hip, keeping the shoulders in one line, knee moving up to the ceiling, toe moving back towards the ground. You can be high on the ball of the right foot if that's available. Keep opening the hip here, and then exhale, bringing the knee to the nose and then through to the hands, dropping the right knee down, relaxing the toes. Inhaling, hands to the chest, elbows out, turn to the right side, bringing your hand down to wherever it reaches, heel, calf or thigh, opening at the chest, keeping the left elbow up, looking down, keep sinking into the front hip, and releasing, inhaling, bringing the arms up by the ears, exhaling, bringing your hands behind, interlace the hands at the base of your spine, and bringing your hands down to the floor, lifting the chest up, back bend, keep your belly in, opening from the chest, hands down, looking up, and releasing, fingertips forward, sending your left hip back, straightening the leg and folding over your straight front leg. This is a very good hamstring stretch. Try to keep your back straight. And releasing the pose, grounding the foot, and stepping back to downward dog. Rolling forward, coming to plank pose, dropping the knees, chest, chin, hips up, elbows in, sliding forward on the inhale, rolling the shoulders back, cobra pose. Exhaling, coming back to downward dog. Lifting the heels, jumping forward, landing on the knees. Bringing yourself up, hands to the hips, knees hip width distance apart. Rolling the shoulders back and down, coming on to the toes. Pushing the hips forward, belly in. Bringing the hands down to the heels. And then really pushing the thighs forward, pushing the hips forward, keeping the legs tight. Keeping the belly drawn in. Lifting up from the chest, bringing the shoulder blades together, keeping this very active pose. So remember these things, pushing the hips forward, 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 tightening the buttocks, belly in, drawing the shoulder blades together, lifting from the chest, and then chin to the chest, releasing both hands at the same time, roll the shoulders back. Camel pose again, this time with flat feet, more challenging. Pushing the buttocks down, pushing the hips forward, leaning back. Hands find the ankles, and then pushing forward again. Pushing the hips forward, thighs forward. Keeping the buttocks as tight as you can, drawing the belly in as much as you can. Shoulder blades drawing together, lifting up from the chest. Relaxing the head. If it hurts the neck, you can bring the chin back to the chest. And then releasing the hands, chin to chest. We'll find rabbit pose here to release. So bringing the head in towards the knees, crown of the head on the floor, arms back, lifting the hips up. And release pose. Bringing the hands forward onto the knees. See if you can up here, lifting up onto the toes, jumping back to chaturanga, inhaling upward dog, exhaling back to downward dog. Laying on the floor, arms back, forehead down, heels together. Lifting the legs, lifting the chest and the head, arms back, feet together, thighs rolling in, shoulders moving back, looking down, face relaxed. Keep lifting and release with control, forehead down. Bend your knees, reach back for your ankles or your feet. Roll your shoulders back. On an inhale, lift up. Feet move back to open the shoulders. Chest moves forward. Buttocks active, face relaxed. Lifting up one more. And then exhaling down. Forehead down, release the feet. Backs of the hands to the floor. Coming into bow pose, reaching back for the tops of the feet, forehead to the floor, rolling the shoulders back away from the ears. Inhaling, lifting the whole body up, feet pushing back, shoulders pushing back, looking forward, breathing, whole body moving up towards the ceiling. Rolling over to the right side, keeping the knees apart, gently looking up to the ceiling, no strain in the neck. Holding and breathing easily. Exhaling, rolling back through the center, coming back to Dhanurasana, lifting up again, whole body moving up towards the ceiling. On your next exhale, moving over to the left side, keeping the knees apart, shoulders rolling back, gently looking up. Holding here. On your next exhale, rolling back through the center. Inhaling, lifting up for the final round of Dhanurasana. Exhaling, releasing the feet, forehead down. Lying flat on the floor, legs extended, arms extended, head relaxed. Bringing the right knee to the chest and pulling the knee up towards the armpit. Deep stretch for the hip flexor. Keep the left leg straight and strong as you extend the left toes away. Coming into a lateral stretch, right arm to the side, bringing the knee over and across the body. Keep the right shoulder grounded as the right knee comes towards the floor. Keep your shoulders on the ground as you relax the face. Releasing the pose, bringing the right knee towards the armpit once more, and then releasing left side. Inhaling the left knee to the chest, pulling it as close up to the armpit as you can, keeping the right leg nice and active, toes pointing back towards the floor. Relaxing through the face, shoulders pressed onto the back. Transitioning to a lateral stretch. Left arm extends, keeping the left shoulder heavy, right knee moving towards the floor. Feel the stretch through the whole left side of the body. And then as you release, bring the left knee back up towards your armpit, hug it in, and then release. Opening the right hip, bringing the right leg across the left, interlacing the hands below the knee and pulling the thigh in towards the chest. Shoulders on the floor, head up towards the knee, use your core, feel your hip opening, your core engaged, relax through the face, and releasing the pose. Coming to the opposite side, left leg over, find your interlace, bring the thigh into the chest, head up towards the knee, hold here as you draw the belly in, relax through the shoulders and the face, feel the hip opening, releasing the pose. Knees up towards the ceiling, and then releasing the legs, whole body flat on the floor. Bringing the knees up once more, hugging the knees deeply into the body as you bring the forehead towards the knees, drawing the core in, bringing the chest as close as you can, closing the eyes if that feels good, and then releasing the pose. Coming into a side twist, left shoulder heavy, right knees coming towards the floor, both shoulder blades on the back, relaxing through the face. Use your right hand to encourage a greater opening. Knees back up to the chest, left side, extending the right arm, looking towards the right hand. As the knees come towards the left side, use your left hand to intensify the stretch, keeping your right shoulder heavy, shoulder blades pressing into the floor, feet relaxed. Releasing the pose, hugging the knees towards the chest once more, and then straightening the legs out.